Hi, I'm Diane Smith,
And I'm Jason Smith.
and we're going to be talking about differentiation within your classroom. What is differentiation?
The practice of making lessons different to accommodate varied learners within your classroom.
So, how is this accomplished?
Data is the first step in differentiating. You have to know each of your students' ability levels, and you can do this through discussion and observation, screeners, KWLs, and a pre and a post test.
And data is very important to be able to differentiate in your classroom. So, going with just your gut feeling is not really a good way to differentiate. Planning. This is a huge part of differentiation.
You're not going to be able to plan. You're not going to be able to differentiate unless you're specifically planning it out. It won't work. But you can plan each lesson with specific objectives for the different levels of your learners, and creating centers that accommodate each level for the learner. And it's important to have separate written expectations for each level or group that you have differentiated for.
And that way students not only can look and remind themselves what is expected of them, but it's good for other students to see what their expectations should be and know that what other students are doing isn't always the same thing that's expected of what they need to do.
You definitely need to post content language objectives in student-friendly language, and that will help everyone know what it is that we're trying to accomplish.
It's very important to differentiate your groups. This is part of differentiating within your classroom.
There's different kinds of groups. You have peer coaching, where a mastery level student is helping to coach and teach a struggling student. You've got same level grouping, which is what you would use for reading levels, maybe reading groups, maybe for math groups. But all your equal ability students are able to push each other, and they're in different groups. You've got bi-level grouping, which is two different ability level students, like having your low with your medium or your medium with your high. And your groups do need to be flexible, because testing, you may do a screener and it's going to change what you know, and if you notice somebody's really picked it up, they may need to move up to the next level, or if somebody's really struggling, they may need to move down.
And this is also where data plays in a big part of differentiating. You can have your gut level about whether two students may get along or not, but putting same level, maybe DRA, or same math abilities together for center work, and also when you meet with your small groups to do one-on-one teaching, that's where you'll want students with the same ability levels working together. So here are some activities that you can do within your classroom that are easily differentiated.
Having written clear expectations for each group that you have differentiated, using rubrics, creating goals for each student based on their ability level and prior knowledge, and meeting with same level groups to do direct instructions. That way you know one group may be struggling with this, you can meet with them and work on it, whereas another group may need help with something else. And
then you're not dragging kids who already have that knowledge through
repetition.
Repetition. So, to wrap it up, you can discuss accomplishments with students.
You can let students show off work in a supportive peer environment, and review accomplishments within small groups or with just individual students.
And those are the beginning steps to differentiating.